Hey guys, OGsGood13 here, back at you with another video, and this is a long-awaited video. This is going to be my full-on collection video, and I know a lot of people have been wanting this for a long time, so I figured I'd go ahead and give it to you guys. So, I'm not going to show off my arena, because they're all basically just fodders or shit figures that no one cares about, really. Just a few updates before I go ahead and get into this. I did get the arena pop-up crowd, so it will look a lot better. Also, I don't know if you could tell, but I am filming on a different camera now. I got a Surface Pro for college, so I'm using that. Hopefully the camera looks a little better, and the quality hopefully will be better on the feds that I start making. I also have a program now to start editing them and adding music, so hopefully they'll be better for you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Right there you can see his Big Boss Man. I guess we'll start with him. He's just my cameraman right now. Here you go. That's my referee. It's just a Ricardo body with a JR head. So, yeah. I'm just going to reach in. I got my whole bin over here full of figures. So, I'm just going to randomly grab and go with it. Alright, here we go. We got the Kevin Nash ringside exclusive Wolfpack. I really hope to find the, what is it? Elite 51 Scott Hall. And I'm planning on getting that ringside exclusive Wolfpack Macho Man. Next up is a figure that I honestly can't stand, and I would love to get rid of it, trade wise or anything. No Way Jose. Honestly, he's way too tall for me. His legs are bad. The elbow joints, the new elbow joints, and the torso crunch is just dreadful. So, yeah, not a very good figure. Next up is a figure I just found yesterday that I didn't even remember I had, so I'll probably be making a fix-up on him until the new Elite comes out. Is Sheamus. This is the best of pay-per-view build of John Laurinaitis. It's a very old figure, but you know, it does the job. So yeah, that's that. Let's see. You may see a good amount of customs in here, but just a heads up. Next up we got the WrestleMania 31 Kane. This is fix up. I've painted him so that the red wasn't so dull, and the tones didn't match, so I did that, and I also painted the mask. I think he looks better. That's just me. Next up we got one half of the DHW Tag Champs in my hand fed. I plan on doing a tag team match in my next fed. For the first ever tag titles, we got Alex Brooks. I really enjoy this figure. It's a pretty nice figure. Next up here, we got the Best of Pay-Per-View Build a Ricardo series, Big Show. I really wish I had a heel Big Show scan like the SummerSlam series, or just something, a mean, looking face. Just something so that I can... Because I don't like a face Big Show. I always saw Big Show as a really good heel. But, what are you going to do? Next up, we got the first defining moments. Undertaker. I haven't messed with this figure in a while. Mainly because during the move, I think something happened to him. Because now he's got a pretty bad... Not really a bad rattle. But yeah. It's a really nice figure. I enjoy this figure great. It's one of my favorite Undertakers. Probably my second favorite. But, yeah. Like almost all of my canes have rattles now, and I don't know what happened because I don't play with my canes very often. I definitely don't play with them rough, so I'm not quite sure. I guess they're old figures, so I'm pretty sure it's just they're gonna break. But if I ever get lucky like I did with that Cena lot, I may get me all the canes once again. Next up we got Austin Aries. This figure will be for trade. I'm not enjoying this figure as much as I thought I would. Like I said in a previous video, it's just one of those that I could easily make as a custom with a basic. So paying the amount of money I did for it, I expected more. And now that he's gone from WWE, which is a sad day. Next up is one of the most underrated superstars in my opinion. Not many people are going to agree. Some will agree. We got Luke Harper. I definitely think Luke Harper deserves another single title run, whether it be the United States or the Intercontinental. Hell, I'd even give him a Universal or WWE title shot. I do enjoy Luke Harper as a wrestler. I enjoyed him in the independent scene when he was Brody Lee. I just enjoy him as a wrestler, and I think he deserves a single title shot. Next up, we got to fix up Rhino. I just saw San Diego Comic-Con had released with new arms, so I can actually have Rhino arms. These are actually Dolph Ziggler arms. And a lot of people were like, they thought these arms were too small, but if you look at Rhino, he's got really weird proportioned arms. I'm not a whole... I mean, it's just how it happened, so... You know, but yeah, I enjoy this Rhino figure. Random grab out of there. Next up we got the Elite 29 Andre the Giant. I believe it's 29. I know it's not 30, so... Yeah, this is a pretty basic figure. It's just a re-release of the Matty Collector's exclusive. So it's an okay figure. I really wanted to make a giant custom out of it, or an old Big Show out of it. This is one of my many punks. This is the Best Pay-Per-View WrestleMania 28 Build a Ricardo series with the new head and painted punks tattoos. This is a nice figure. I enjoy it. I think it's one of his better attires. Let's see. Next up, we got my newest Finn Balor that I just recently bought a few days ago. I was actually out with my girlfriend, and she talked me into getting it. I was not going to get it because we were out on a date, and I was like, nah, we need to spend money on, us. And she was like, no, we're going to support your hobbies. That's why she's a keeper, guys. If she encourages you to buy figures, she's a keeper. So yeah, I got the SummerSlam Finn Balor. One of my favorites, actually. There's a lot of detail into that figure. A few nitpicks, but other than that, it's a really nice figure. Next up, we got ringside exclusive Hardcore Kane. I really wish I still had the Hardcore title to this. I've said that in many videos, and I really wish I never traded it, but I still think it's really dumb how many Mankind's we've gotten, and we have not had a Hardcore title. He was the first Hardcore champion. You would think that they would come with it, but speaking of Mankind, we got the Amazon exclusive. This is another thing I'm mad about, and you're probably gonna hear me rant a few times in this video. I'm really mad that you spend the money on these exclusive figures like this one, and let me grab another one that also kind of ticks me off. This is the original, this is the Legend Series 5 or 6 Ultimate Warrior, not the re-release. And now it's pretty much lost all of its value because they started re-releasing them. And that pisses me off that I've held on to this Warrior for as long as I have, and it basically means nothing now. It's because how am I going to prove that it is the original? And same with this one. It's just... it doesn't have the knee pads, but still, how are you going to, it kind of upsets me that I, tracked down that Amazon exclusive and I bought that Warrior for a long time ago and now they're basically worth nothing. That's a little rant, sorry, but, Next up, we got the Elite 41 Balor. First Balor I ever bought. I really enjoyed this Balor. I wouldn't say I enjoy it anymore because we've had better Balors, but considering the circumstances of this figure being the first one we got, I enjoyed it so much, and it was one of my favorite things. So, yeah, that's the Balor. Let's see. Next up is one of my favorite fix-ups I've done, and it is the WrestleMania 32? I don't know. It's the WrestleMania Heritage, not even an exclusive. It's a Shawn Michaels with a head swap. So, yeah, this is one of my favorites. I did use this in one of my feds against The Undertaker. Next up, we got a custom made by official CCW on Instagram. He's made me a lot of customs. This is a Zack Sabre Jr. Almost went through the announcer table. I've not put him in the Fed yet, but I do enjoy using him in my hand Fed. He's good on the independent scene. I kind of think he's overrated. I don't want to sound like a dick, but his style is nothing really new. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Daniel Bryan did the same shit in the independent scene, and it's just, you know, you combine the MMA with the wrestling, and it's been done before, and I just think people give him way too much credit. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to say this. I love the Young Bucks. Don't get me wrong, and I love Kenny Omega. But I see where some people are coming from with their matches, where it's just gotten to the point where they're just super kicks and knees. It's gotten to that point, but I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna get involved in that because I love both of them and they both give off great matches. So I'm just gonna leave that alone. But I'm seeing where people are coming from. This is a basic Undertaker. The only reason why I have a basic Undertaker is to swap this head on there because I used this head on another Undertaker that you probably will see in another video, or not another video, but later on in this video. Speaking of Undertaker, here we go. We got the entrance grates. Let me see if I can find the thing. Aha! This is my favorite Undertaker in my collection, and it forever will be. It's been with my dad for the longest time, but this is my favorite Undertaker. Although it's a basic, it's still one of my favorites. I just think it's a great figure. So, oh, well, that happened. Okay. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but I do have a rather big collection, so bear with me. If I have to split it up into 2 parts, I may do that, but... Next up, we got one of my favorite figures, Tyson Kidd. Like I've said this in previous videos, I like the figure, and I use him a lot in my hand fed, and he's won a lot of championships strictly because I like the figure, not strictly because he's Tyson Kidd. So, next up we got a fix-up Daniel Bryan. I took off the decals of the best pay-per-view to give him an ROH look, and then he's got this head on. I did have his old head on there, but I'm trying to get another head to put on here to give him a better look. So, there's that. Next up is everyone's favorite meme, Braun Strowman. I'm really excited for his new figure. It looks really good. I honestly just got him because I found him in the wild along with Sasha Banks. I'm not a really big fan of Sasha Banks' figures. They're just meh, but I cannot wait. I do not have a single diva in my collection, okay? Or women. I do not have a single woman in my collection. But as soon as that Alexa Bliss comes out, that is the only female figure I will own. I said that about Lita too, but I never got Lita because I don't usually buy them unless I find them in the wild. That's not the case for Alexa Bliss. I'm pre-ordering that shit because that is one of the best female figures I've ever seen. They put a lot of care into that figure, and I really appreciated that from Mattel. Next up, we got a fix-up Cesaro. Not really, it's just a head swap. It's an alright figure. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I prefer the Elite 23, which I don't have anymore, but I still prefer that one. I'm trying to get all the ones I'm not too big a fan of out. Here's a Sin Cara. Not even my Sin Cara. I stole this from my former stepbrother. And it's got his initial at the bottom there with an R. So, yeah. There's that one. Next up, we got 1/3 of the Shield. Seth Rollins fix-up. I remember buying all 4 members of the Shield for $40, and I thought that was probably one of the best deals I've ever gotten. And now I can get the 3-pack at Walmart for $35, which I'm probably going to do. Because, you know, thrilled to purchase. Next up, we got this Defining Moment John Cena. We got another custom here. One of my favorites. He was painted before, Jeff Hardy. I took off the paint, just left the black around his eyes. I thought that looked pretty okay. Next up, we got another John Cena. This is just a fodder of many different Cena pieces. Actually, I take that back. My favorite Finn Balor that I own, also made by official CCW on Instagram, Punisher Devitt. My favorite one. We didn't go with the exact design that he goes by, but it's definitely a cool one nonetheless. So yeah, it's a good one. Next up, 1/3 of the New Day. I don't like these figures. I can't wait for the new ones. It's cool for what they are, but it's just they're not easy to use in my Fed. So, like, he's too top heavy to do anything with. So, yeah, once those new ones come out, I'll use them in the Fed, and they'll be in the tag division. Next up, we got a Macho Man. I'll definitely getting the All-American Macho Man, and I'll be getting the Wolfpack Macho Man. Here's the Elite 23. Next up, we got the phenomenal one, AJ Styles with a old Marvel vest from Toy Biz. We got the Defining Moments / San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, whichever you prefer. This one has the painted eyes, so it is the Defining Moments. I traded my San Diego Comic-Con one to Wad Figs a while back, along with my custom Suicide that I had for a while. Next up is another CM Punk. It is the ECW ringside exclusive, another great figure that I don't use very often, but it's a really good one. Sad story, guys, if you want a quick story time with OJ. I had almost every Punk, as you know, except for SES, and then 2 of them broke. 2 of them fell off my shelf and broke, which is why they're not on the shelf anymore up here. They're in a bin underneath of my bench because I was tired of them breaking or falling over for one, and then they broke, and that was the final straw. So we got Brock Lesnar. I've had that figure forever now. We got the NXT Seth Rollins. Great figure. They did a really good job with that one. We got the Elite 50 Cena. The Elite 50. Elite 19 Kane. This is a really good Kane. I like to use this Kane. I also have the Elite 22 that's over here in the crowd right here. Yep. There's that. We got the ringside exclusive Finn Balor. Great figure. We got the network Spotlight exclusive Finn Balor. We got the Dudley Boys. I don't use them almost at all. It's kind of sad. This next one, I don't know what I was thinking, but as you know, this body was used for the Joker, so I repainted it red and gave it back to Dean Ambrose. I thought the red would look kind of cool. I was wrong. So, next up we got the New Day 3-pack exclusive. Not even exclusive anymore. Kofi Kingston. We got, I believe this is Jey Uso. Cannot wait for new Uso Elites. I really hope we do get those. Next up, Rey Mysterio. We got the Beast of the East, Finn Balor. Cactus motherfucking Jack. Elite 46 Cena. We got the Legends series Shawn Michaels with a head swap from the DX Walgreens exclusive and arm swap, inspired by Wad Figs, giving it a 2003 look. Speaking of a 2003 look, here is a ringside exclusive Kane with a different head. I think this head fits him way better. I think it's an old Titantron head. I got this from a trade from a friend on Facebook. I've known him for a while. Next up, we got a cool custom. It is the Elite 20 CM Punk with the Elite 29 head, with the Elite 29 jacket and the Best in the World t-shirt. Next up, we got WrestleMania Heritage Triple H. I hope I'm getting the Walgreens exclusive, and also my Walgreens next to my girlfriend's house has the Elite 45, which I'm a huge, or not even, I don't think it's a 45. I don't know, it's a Terminator one. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. But I think it's, shit, I don't remember which one it was. But it's a good figure, and I hope I'm getting it. Next up, we have the It's Elite 16 Randy Orton with the RKO shirt. I do have the Elite 49. He doesn't have his boots right now. That's only because I used them for that Orton, but I do have another pair on a different Orton that I plan on putting on here because I don't like the other Orton. Next up, we got the Elite 23 Undertaker. It's an alright figure. This is the actual Elite 23, not the Legends re-release. That's another thing that's a problem for me, is that this is the original, and that doesn't mean shit to anybody. Next up, we got a custom that I really want to update with a new head and tight designs. It's the DHW Intercontinental Champion, Kenny Omega. The Bullet Club logo on the back hand painted, so yeah. I never bother doing the guns because I know I can't do that. There's an old Titantron Edge that I use as a jobber. We got Shane McMahon. Pretty cool figure. I wouldn't mind getting the new ringside exclusive, but I just don't see the point. We got the other half of the Usos. Oh, my ring just popped, guys. Too much weight in my ring. That's not good. Oh well. We'll just keep going. We got the best pay-per-view Taker. We got the Elite 45 Seth Rollins. We got the best pay-per-view Roman Reigns with the painted beard and the Universal title. I was playing earlier. We got Elite 1 and Elite 6 CM Punk. We got the best pay-per-view Bray Wyatt. We got the New Day 3-pack Big E. Elite whatever Mark Henry, 15 Mark Henry, no one cares about. We got Elite 16 Punk. The love-hate relationship of this custom, the Joker. I know everyone was waiting to see him. This is a new fix-up. I don't know if y'all have seen it. It's actually a Cesaro body or a Cody Rhodes style body. It's an Evan Bourne, to be completely honest with you. And it's on a Dolph Ziggler body, pants. So it looks a lot cleaner now, and I'm happy about it. Next up, we got the Network Spotlight exclusive Undertaker. It's a really nice Undertaker. I enjoy it greatly. Next up, we got the Network Spotlight exclusive Shawn Michaels. Ringside exclusive Stone Cold Steve Austin. Is that the ringside? I don't think this is the ringside exclusive. No, this is the Defining Moment Stone Cold Steve Austin. My bad, guys. Next up, the best pay-per-view build Paul Heyman. CM Punk. Best pay-per-view build a JR. CM Punk. A custom Macho Man CM Punk. Another Roman Reigns. Elite 26. We got a custom Kevin Steen / Kevin Owens. We got Elite 15 Evan Bourne. Custom Venom Balor / Devitt. We got the Defining Moments John Cena. We got Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze. We have a trash can accessory, Baron Corbin. We have another Daniel Bryan. Here's Brooks' tag team partner, JTM. I remade him as well. So, yeah, that's cool. Next up, we got the Pipe Bomb CM Punk. My favorite figure that I've probably ever owned is Elite 12 Kane. I remember finding him in the wild and I flipped my shit. Alright, we only got 2 more figures left, guys, and it's kind of ironic who they are. This is the Fixed Up Undertaker you guys saw in my last video. It's a good one. I enjoy this figure. And my last figure is my newest custom, which is my custom Abyss. So, yes, guys, that is my completed collection video. And I hope you guys did enjoy it. I've been wanting to do this for a while because I know you guys have been wanting it. So, if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and tell your friends to subscribe. I am getting a new package probably tomorrow from my friend, Official CCW. And, yeah, like I said, I hope you did enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.